Hello everyone. Welcome to countertopepoxy.com. I'm Michael.
I'm Jessica.
We have Jessica here. We're both with countertopepoxy.com. And today we are at our office, and you've probably seen this countertop we poured a couple months back here in our break room or whatever. I don't know what you'd call this. And today we're actually going to do something fun. We're going to do a black metallic base with silver using our FX Black label epoxy. So it's a 1-to-1, so we're going to do 1 part A to 1 part B, and following our instructions we're going to mix for roughly 3 minutes. Then we're going to switch containers and mix again for another 3 minutes. So for our first mix, we are using an old, already cured hard epoxy container here, which is fine because we are switching containers. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. We don't usually show y'all how to mix, so we're going to do a little mixing tutorial, I guess, during this video. I'm going to go in with, we're going to do roughly 4 quarts, probably a little more. So I'm going to go in with about 2 quarts of my part B. It doesn't matter if you start with A or B because we switch containers. And the whole reason we switch containers halfway through mixing is to ensure that you have a proper mix and that you don't have any extra A or B stuck on the bottom or the sides of the container. So this just is a little bit of an insurance. And then, like I said, we're just going to go a little bit more. Cool. Sweet. Now we'll do part A. This is a 5-quart container, so it's fine. And Jessica, will you run and grab me a temperature gun?
Yes.
Please. Thank you. Now, if you have any issues with needing to know the amount of epoxy that you want or need when doing a skim coat or a flood coat, we do have a helpful on our website. If you click on our Countertop Epoxy, we have a helpful length by width square footage calculator for you. So before I start mixing, I just want to see what temperature we're at. We're at 70 degrees, which is good. Thank you. I have a clean mixing stick, and I'm going to go ahead and just start mixing, and then we're going to set a timer. When mixing, you never want to whip. I see a lot of people, especially during our workshops, they sit there and they whip like you're baking. You're incorporating a lot of air when you do that, so it's always important to just make sure you have your mixing stick to the bottom. You're not like actually scraping the bottom or sides, but you're just mixing really slowly but thoroughly. And not really bringing your stick up, because when you're bringing your stick up like this, you're incorporating air. You don't want that. So we have a few minutes to kill here, so where's everyone watching from?
I'm actually watching from inside my break room.
Jessica's live here with me.
We got Arizona, California. Oh, wow.
Arizona, California, welcome.
Arkansas. Ooh, Arkansas.
Oh.
Hello.
Arkansas in the building. Jessica, do you want to just take over for me for a second here?
We got
I get this.
Florida. I don't remember where it is. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Indiana. Yeah, I feel like.
Thank you.
We have a couple of people asking, what are you mixing or what are we working on today?
So today we are pouring this countertop here at countertopepoxy.com, our headquarters, our office in Grand Junction, Colorado. We are in our like break room, I guess. And so we're just repouring this countertop to a black metallic base with silver. And we're just doing it for fun today. We are using our FX Black Label countertop epoxy as well. Oh yeah, you have roughly 45 minutes to work with this when you are mixing correctly and getting it out onto your surface at the appropriate temperature. It's roughly between 75 and 85 degrees, including your atmosphere temperature as well. We don't usually show you guys in the live the mixing process, but today I thought we would. We have full instructions on our website as well.
We have a couple more people joining from Georgia and Miami.
And I'm just going to go for another like 30 seconds or another minute since I stepped away. You said Miami, Florida?
Miami.
Welcome. Anyone from Texas?
Texas, we'd like to see you soon.
Yeah. Stay tuned. I think we'll be in Texas within the next couple months. So if you're in Texas, make sure you're saving up to come to one of our workshops. Y'all have been requesting it, so.
You guys gotta show us what Texas is all about. We do have at least one person in Texas.
Sweet, welcome.
And then I have someone asking, what are you cooking?
Cooking up some black marble. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just switch containers now. So we have our second container here. It's the clean container. We're just gonna swap out, as well as our mixing sticks. So if anyone was watching earlier, can you tell us in the comments why we are switching containers? It's pop quiz. Does anybody know?
We have someone say to ensure a proper mix.
Yeah, ensure a proper mix. Good job. Screenshot that. Maybe we'll DM you with a.
I wonder if that's a customer I
little
talked
something.
to earlier, because I just talked to somebody on the website too that asked about that. So.
Sweet.
And I just told her the same thing. She's like, oh, thanks.
All right, so we are doing some accents, so I'm gonna actually steal some of our main mix here and put it into this second container. And I'll have Jessica help me mix our accents.
I'll do it over here, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's get a rag. Clean up the messes. All right. And I have some alcohol here. I want to make sure that you're working in a clean workspace. I dripped some epoxy there, which is probably fine because it was already mixed, but just to make sure. All right. Thank you. So I'm switching sticks as well, just because we also want to ensure that we have a good mix, and we don't want anything from our previous mix to be a part of the second mix, so that way we're not having any issues tomorrow. I don't have a spot that's not cured, I don't have a divot, I don't have a sticky area. Switching containers really helps avoid that. So we're using 4 quarts, which is the 1 gallon. Our kits come in 2 gallons. Our 400 gram metallic powder colors. It's more than enough for a 2 gallon kit. So I'm just going to do half the bag. We're doing black, and then we have silver here for our accent color. It's also important when you're adding the color, we kind of let you know how much to use, but you also want to ensure that it's pigmented enough by doing a stick test, which I will show you how to do.
Here, I'm going to do like very little so we can see a little bit of a difference if we add more. So we can see it.
Alright, and then Mariah, if you want to kind of get in there, you can kind of show the metallic. So if you notice, it's kind of fluffy. You can spray some 99% isopropyl alcohol right on top there, and that'll help. And I grabbed a bottle that doesn't want to work. That'll help bring down some of that flyaway metallic, so you're not just engulfed with a bunch of black metallic in the air. How's everyone doing? Any questions while we mix? This is going to be our second part, so Jessica, you could start another 3-4 minute timer.
Sorry. Josh was the one that answered correctly, and he said, "We love you, brother."
Oh, thank you, Josh. Wait, what's his username?
Belling.
Oh, Josh Baling. Okay, I know Josh.
And yes, Josh, we do have a new camera operator.
we have Mariah working the camera for us today.
I said, "Wait, Michael."
You mostly, you guys probably talked to her on the phone, but I put her to work today.
I didn't even put that much silver in here. We have someone saying, "What do you do about seams in your countertop?" Seams.
What do we do about seams in the countertop is a question prior to pouring. So you would want to make sure that you get that filled before you do your initial pour. So what we do is we have a product called wall epoxy. It's a non-sag epoxy, and it has the consistency of peanut butter. We typically use that, and we fill it in and kind of overfill, let it cure, and then we come back and sand it down so it's completely smooth. And then we'll pour right on top of that. We do have a video on YouTube called Pouring Over Tile, and we show you exactly how to do all that. So check that video out.
I don't know if you want that to be more pigmented.
Alright, so show them, Jessica, how to do a stick test. This is what we mean by stick test. You just pull that stick out and then you let it kind of drip off, and if you can see through that color there, you can see the wood grain, then you know it's not pigmented enough. The silver is just an accent color, so I don't really mind if it's not pigmenting.
I think it's okay. And I barely even put any in there, so.
So I'll kind of show you right here.
Yeah, it's easier with that stick than it is on the
Yeah, with the bigger stick here. So you just clean off your stick, and you just dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Kind of let it pour off. And if you see anything, any wood, anything peeping through, you know you need to add some. Oh, there's a glare right there. You guys see anything? We good?
Looks good from this side.
Okay. Oh, I forgot we were being timed.
It's gonna go off.
Okay. I'll just mix an extra, minute.
And just stop.
Okay. We'll just keep going. Also keep in mind when you're mixing to kind of scrape the sides.
So it's straight at this one too. So it'll dip it at the bottom. top with your product, should I allow it to sit for thicker?
So you're doing the top of your wine cabinet, and the question was, should you let it sit to thicken? If you're meaning you like wanting a surface, like a thicker pour, I probably wouldn't do that. If you're new to epoxy, I would stick to the rules, which is pouring it out at roughly an 85-degree temperature. Because what can happen is if you wait for temperatures to get a little bit warmer and let it sit, you're running into an issue that we call flash curing, and that is just you're not having a lot of working time. So if you're not used to working with epoxy, you could run into some issues with time.
Sorry.
And our product's pretty thick, so you shouldn't have to worry about thickness. I did get some metallic powder on the edge there, and I'm just going to clean that up, and then I got some here on the countertop. I'm just going to clean that up a little as well. Which is fine because I'm just going to pour on top. And we are using 99% isopropyl alcohol, so we won't run into any bonding issues. A lot of times when you clean and prep your surface, a lot of questions we get is about the cleanup and like what to use. Never use water to clean before you do a pour, because epoxy and water or anything oil-based just don't mix. So always clean with alcohol, especially if you're on the day of your pour. All right, let's go ahead and get this out of the container. Oh, we should check the temperature. So it's been like what, roughly 10 minutes since we started. And we're at 76 degrees, which is like a perfect temperature. We're doing a simple marble look today, so I'll give this to you to hold, please. I'm gonna need that in a minute.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and just pour this out. Again, this is our black metallic powder with our FX Black Label Countertop Epoxy. Alright. Thank you. Alright, and I'll trade sides with you, Mariah. So we'll go ahead and we're just looking to kind of spread this product out across the surface. And the angle that you hold your roller, we use foam rollers. That's just to ensure that you don't have any lint. So if you move at a slower pace and you angle, you're able to really push that product out versus me going fast and then it just thins out your product.
And you're not like using a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I'm not using a lot of pressure at all. Now, we will at some point redo these backsplashes and whatnot. So we don't have anything there now. But if you have a backsplash, you could roll right up, just bead right up to the wall there and take your time, and that'll lay out perfectly for you. It'll self-level out to where you have a perfect line.
Belling Customs is going to be doing his countertop and black splash next month.
You're doing your countertop and backsplash next month. What colors?
He's doing white marble.
Oh, white marble. Are you gonna do with black veins or charcoal or silver?
He's doing a white base, silver and black swirls, and rolled at an angle.
Ooh. Black base with silver swirl. So similar to like what we're doing today a little.
White base.
Oh, white base. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little different then.
It looks like someone's asking, I believe this is their question, what do I do on the front? Which I think they're talking about like what we did to prep the cabinets.
What do you do on the front if you're talking prep wise? Like here.
I believe that's the question.
If that's the question, if not, I'm going to actually show you what we're going to do to this lip, if that's what you're talking about. I'll get there. I just want to make sure I get a nice, even bead up to that wall. But for prepping, we actually used frog tape, and we masked the whole area here, and then we came with our tape and drape, and we went right on top of that frog tape, and then we did a second layer of frog tape right on top, and that's just to sandwich the tape and drape down to ensure that nothing's gonna pull off, because that blue tape doesn't really stick. And if you're talking about the lip here, you're gonna want to break the surface tension like so. So you just kind of roll that with your epoxy. And that breaks that surface tension there. And then when you roll on top, it'll just smoothly, like a waterfall, like just pour right over. If you don't break the surface tension here, it'll kind of leave like little divots and you won't have a smooth edge, if that makes sense. You can cut in here with like a little brush too. But I don't have a brush, but oh, Jessica's gonna grab one. But yeah, this is gonna look cool. Do you want to try it, Mariah? No?
I'll let you do it.
Okay.
You're the expert around here. Belly Customs, you can just give us a call here or email us and we'll help you get some extra kits.
Oh, Josh, you need extra kits?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can help you out. Just give us a call, or email us. Right now I've stole customer service. They're helping me.
Don't call right this second, but call in a little bit.
Alright, so
Yeah, okay.
that's good?
I think so, yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to just kind of get some of this product. You can kind of see where it's all like at. I'm going to pull it as close to the edge as possible here. Cool. Alright, just wanted to get this product as close as possible to the surface, or that lip. Alright, and if you look here, so let's, I'll come back, see how that's just going to pour it right off.
It's like an oddly satisfying video.
An oddly satisfying video, is that what you said?
Yeah. Sounds like rain.
Yeah, it does sound like rain. Come back over here and get that little corner. Use that brush and get that little edge there. Alright, sweet. I'm just going to come back and just ensure that we have somewhat of a smooth surface here before I go in with our accent color.
Well, you like when you're like last, your two edges will bring it. You should. Yeah, I got that one.
Thank you. You guys were able to see an actual countertop today.
Ready whenever you are, Michael.
What?
Ready for that accent whenever you are.
Oh yeah, thank you.
85.
Cool. So Jessica just temperatured our accent color. We're at 85 degrees. Which is perfect. Now you don't want to play with your edges too much, but I'm going to do one last little run through here. And then be done. Set it and forget it. Cool. So I'm going to set this down here. And now we have our silver. I love silver. And I'm just going to kind of put it all over.
Sorry, I'm not. Oh, you're asking me questions too.
Is it showing up
Yeah.
on the phone? It looks really similar in color in person, huh?
Yeah, you have to get shows up better.
Shows up better on the phone?
Yeah,
Good.
on the phone looks good, but you have to like step close for me to see it.
Alright, so then I'm going to come in and kind of just swirl this around. And then I'm going to roll it too. If need to, you can use just a brush too, if you're more comfortable.
Pamela Scott just sent us 6 roses.
Oh, thank you, Pamela. Thanks for the roses.
Do you want to try paintbrush technique?
Paintbrush technique? Sure.
To show.
Yeah. So, maybe over here. I'm like trying not to step in anything. So if you want, you can just brush as well. I can't really see because it all looks the same to me. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
On the camera, you can see
Okay.
it, yeah.
In person, it looks like I'm just... Cool. So you could do that, or you could just roll. Start one way, go all the way across, very gently. And I like this effect better. In my opinion, it just looks more natural. And we're gonna come back with some alcohol sprays. It's gonna really bring it together. Wait, you can see that?
You can on the phone.
Okay. I'm all concerned because
I'm not lying.
it looks the same color to me. Let me see.
Like once I get here, it looks.
Yeah, give it a go. Oh yeah, okay, you got it. Yeah, not a lot, but yeah.
I feel like
Sorry guys, I thought I picked some good colors for you guys to see on screen.
Before you blend it out.
Oh. Thank you. There we go. You can see it right there. Yeah.
I think our lighting is different.
Yeah, the lighting's a little different. Cool. So I like that, and then I'm gonna just come back, and then anywhere that I thought that needed some help up to the edge, I'm gonna just come back with my paintbrush. Really push it in, push and pull. If you had a little, like a 3-inch backsplash here, you could just roll right up to it. Like right up and on top. You can do this little like skip trail movement. And that makes also a really cool design. There we go. Now I'm gonna come in with a little bit of silver because why not? We are using 99% isopropyl alcohol with our silver metallic powder. No, I think it's broke. Will you get me another spray head, Jessica?
While we wait, I have a question. What primer should be used on MDF board?
Primer for MDF board, we actually don't use any primer at all, so no need to. You can just pour directly on top and you'll be good to go. Our product doesn't require a primer. Oh, did it go? Okay. So this is Pearl. I'm just gonna come in and kind of spray. Oh, look at the ceiling over here. On that corner. Yeah. Then you can come back with some 99% isopropyl alcohol, and that'll kind of open up that color and create more of a ceiling effect. Did you just find like a head? Like a... Yeah. That's fine.
I know, I got the alcohol one just in case. We have to add.
Uh-oh. I could do this. Is anything coming out? Our silver's not liking us, guys. Let me just shake it up a little more. I just think there was some alcohol in this, so it's taking it a minute for the color to come. There it is. Okay, silver is here, finally. So this is just 99% isopropyl alcohol with our metallic powder, so don't worry about it if it gets on your wall. Here we're not too concerned because we are going to be doing a new paint job, but you could just wipe it off. Oh yeah. So we did pearl, silver. I'm gonna kind of let that set for a second, and then I'm gonna come back with our clear, and that's just gonna really open up those colors. Thank you.
Gianna missed your answer to the MDF board. She says, I'm sorry, what was the answer to what primer on MDF on all sides before epoxy and for outside tabletop?
So, answer to what type of primer to use on MDF board. You don't need to use a primer when working with our products. You can pour directly on that MDF board and you'll be good to go. So we have some extra silver here. Should I do like I could do like one big thick vein?
Yeah.
Start at this corner here. There we go. And I'm just using the cup here, obviously, but you could use a stick, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
I did have a customer earlier say they just like using their hand with the glove on.
They use their hand with the glove?
Yeah, because they just
Whoa.
feel more comfortable with it.
It's a little messy.
Yeah.
I'm like blindly going because I can't see. I can't see where the silver is. So, you can come in with your brush. Can I have a clean this a little. That's okay. And I'm just gonna kind of push any little silver right up to the edge. And like, don't be afraid to touch the epoxy. A lot of people like don't dip in, but you're not done yet, so it's okay. Ah, I dipped.
I'm messy.
Okay, cool. And then I like a really cool, I'm gonna clean that actually.
Carlos is beautiful. Marianne says, can I use your product on my kitchen countertops? They are now tile with grout lines.
Yes, you can use our product for your kitchen countertops that have tile on them. We actually do that often. You just want to fill in your grout lines. We have an actual video on YouTube. It's called Pouring Over Tile, and we show you how to do that. We have a non-sag wall epoxy that we use, and we just fill in those grout lines, and we kind of overfill it a little bit, so when we come back the next day we sand it, and you have a smooth surface, and you can pour it right on top. All right, I'm gonna quickly come in and torch. This just ensures that we pop any little micro bubbles. And now you're gonna really see the design. All right, and then I like to finish it off with some alcohol. And this is just to kind of blur those veins that I poured. So if you spray a little bit slower, you get more of a chunkier alcohol spray. And that's how you get a cell. Oh yeah, because look at the marbling you're getting in the veins.
Looks so different on the camera. I love it.
how it like brings out the color on the camera.
So you're seeing all those layers, the rolled out silver, the pearl, the silver spray, and then the silver vein. Careful, Mariah, not to step. Alright, and I'm gonna just come back one last time. You can see it sparkling here, so you know that there's alcohol down. And kind of let that all evaporate before I come back with the final. Spray. Can you see that on camera? That's how you know that there's alcohol there. It divots, but then you can kind of see it on top. Maybe do it where the light is angled at it. There, you can see it there. Yeah. Cool. So I'm going to do one last spray. Call it a day. So, yeah, edges. So we'll let that go, and then I'm going to come back with my stick. You can use your stick, you can use a putty knife, whatever you have on hand. And typically when you're done with your design, like this is still dripping a lot, so it's just going to continue. But you can scrape now. And I just hold it at a little bit of an angle and just scrape that edge.
JT's asked how long to dry.
So this will be cured overnight, so within 24 hours. So you can scrape once, and then you're just going to really watch for it to stop flowing, and you'll know when it stops to flow, like the flow stops, because it'll just stop dripping, and but it's still pliable. So in like 40 minutes, 15 to 40 minutes, just keep an eye on it, come back and scrape, and then as soon as you see it stop moving at all, you can do one last scrape, and then you'll have a perfect edge. If you run into any issues with it scrape, you can just come back with some alcohol on your hands. Obviously it's still flowing right now, but just spray your fingertips, and you can kind of just work that edge, and that's how you can fix any issues that you have at the end there. But yeah, that's all we got for y'all today. I hope you liked today's black and silver tutorial. I think the black looks better in this room because of the yellow cabinets, the ugly yellow cabinets.
Next time we're gonna be like, whoa, you guys got new cabinets too?
Yeah. Alright, well, that's all I have for y'all today. I'm Michael with countertopepoxy.com, Jessica, and Mariah behind the camera. Thank you for helping us.
Have a great day.
Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.